I mean, went back and forth, a lot of intensity. You know, big win over Union. Did you think it was going to be like this kind of ball game, or did it kind of surprise you as well? You all ended up almost blowing them out.
I thought it was going to be really difficult, which it was. It was a fight, even to the end.
So now 2-1 in the district. Got a lot of confidence now as you go to John Battle coming up on Friday night. Your thoughts initially about taking on the Lady Trojans?
If we come out the same way we did today, I think we'll be great.
Whenever you all practiced over the break here, was there anything special that you all worked on especially?
Just defense.
Just defense. And it showed tonight. I mean, great performance. I think you all shut them down pretty much the second half. I think there was one point, it was like 6 points. Is that right, Chris?
Right, I believe that was right.
In a quarter? That's just phenomenal. You know, we talked about the low scoring. You know, when you all played at Tennessee High, it was a low scoring game, but a little bit different. It was a sloppy. This was a defensive, intensive game. And you play, and as a freshman, clutch from the line. How about you?
Thank you.
Riley Housewright, again, appreciate you taking just a minute with us. We'll talk to you maybe up here in Bristol. All right, so we've got one of the Lady Devils. That's Riley Housewright. Silky smooth from the free throw line. Who have we got coming up next?
Too dang hot here. Looks like we have Miss Thompson joining us.
Got Miss Sarah Thompson. My goodness, what a game. Talk about knocking off Union like you all did in the performance that you had.
I think it was a big win. It's a big rivalry, and we just played good as a team, and we just played good, you know, on defense. And when offense wasn't working, we just locked down on defense, and the offense just came to us.
I mean, they couldn't do anything with you. You scored 30 points, 30 of the 51 against a good defensive Union team. What did you think when you went into the game? Was this what you thought it was going to be, or did you think it was going to be easier or harder? What was your thoughts?
I mean, we all knew it was going to be a rough game just because it's Union, and they're a good team, and they're long, and they're bigger than us, and we're not a small team. But I think we played good as a team, and we were able to make the good passes where they're really long. We were able to make, you know, if we had to make a bounce pass or a catch pass, whichever one we get to them.
And you all beat them down the court a lot. I mean, you all outran them, and that was something we talked about in defense, in transition, if you all could get back. And you did, and of course, offensively, you all were great. So, of course, that gets you 2-1 in the conference. Now you take on a pretty good John Battle team on Friday. Do you know much about them, and what's your thoughts about taking on the Lady Trojans?
I don't know much about them. I know they're going to be good, and we just have to be ready to play.
Again, playing at their place as well. So,
Sarah, your free throw shooting this year's, well, not been the best in the world. Tonight, though, you all were 15 for 17. Have you all been working on that any, or is it finally just coming around for you?
We shoot a lot of free throws during practice, and we just take on more focus.
Well, I do want to point out, though, you did miss one, so that gives you some room to improve.
Man, wow. So, all right, so your New Year's resolution was for better free throw percentage, that was it?
Yes.
And how's the new car?
Good.
All right. So
what is it?
It's a used 2015 Jeep Cherokee.
Oh, so now you need some snow to take that thing off road.
Life is hard, isn't it, Miss Thompson? Appreciate you taking this. All right. So we've got the third member of our victorious Lady Devil team. As she makes her way up here. Okay. She's number 21 in the program, but number 1 in ours. Samsara, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So first time we've been able to talk to you. Great effort tonight. Defensively, the intensity you brought was just absolutely out of the world. Talk about this performance and talk about your all's performance as a team.
Our performance as a team was just fantastic. We had so much help and pressure. This was a big game for us, so I think we did really good with handling them coming up the court with the ball.
Now you stepping up, like I said, you've kind of evolved since the first of the season, playing limited minutes. Now you're starting, of course, now you started the game, and you're really kind of that defensive stopper. Is that the kind of role you see yourself playing with this team, and you know, how do you fit into it, I guess, all?
I just think me and Kendall and the whole team just work good together on defense. Not so hot on offense, but defense is okay.
Well, you did have 8 points up at Patrick Henry, so the Lady Rebels remember you.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, I got to ask this. Do you by any chance know who Dennis Rodman is? I was comparing you to his play earlier.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. It's from before your time. He was a really great defensive player. Led the NBA in rebounds. Played for the Pistons and the Bulls. We compare Reed to him a lot, Luke. And I've been trying to convince Luke to dye his hair red and green like Rodman would do. Any chance we could see that from you?
I don't know about that.
I'm setting that goal this season. I want someone to dye their hair in Rodman fashion. You can go look him up on YouTube. He's a fantastic defensive player.
I would dye mine, but I'm follically challenged, as they would say. So.
Well, if Luke does it, I will.
Where's
out.
Luke?
Calling him out.
Okay.
Get him up here.
So by John Battle, we could see two Rodman-esque players with the tie-dyed hair.
I want the Dennis Rodman from the Piston days, not from. And again, your history paper will be due on Friday, by the way.
Okay.
Give you an assignment to go home and look him up on YouTube.
Friday again, John Battle, of course, another district opponent. Your initial thoughts about playing the Lady Trojans at John Battle?
On the road wins are kind of hard to come by, but I think our team is very capable of doing it. We have so much potential this season.
Again, y'all running through a gauntlet, of course, of non-district teams. Now you all got back in the district. Tuesday you've got Abington on the road, and then of course you come back for a Ridgeview. So I know you got a lot of things going. I know your family's here. I'll let you go, and appreciate you taking just a couple minutes with us.
Thank you.
All right. So now, do you want to be Samantha or do you want to be Sam?
Sam is fine.
Sam is fine. So you've heard it here. You'll be Sam Gerald the rest of the way.
Every family's goodbye is different. So at Carter Trent Funeral Home, we're dedicated to providing you an exceptional level of personalized service to ensure your arrangements will be as unique as your loved one. From cremations to burials to life celebrations and more, we have the trusted experience to provide options that truly meet your needs. So with any questions you may have, give us a call today at 423-390-8762. Again, Carter Trent Funeral Homes, proudly serving the Tri-Cities for almost 100 years with locations in Kingsport, Church Hill, and Scott County.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
The adults in the stands would get it. Yeah. The kids probably not.
The older ones probably wouldn't. They'd be like, I don't like that.
Well, she'll come dressed up as Dennis Rodman nowadays with all the facial piercings.
Luke Reed got a 91 jersey for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, boys, I need 7
And
more.
we're ready for the second half. Again, Gate City now will be moving left to right on your radio dial. 36-30 advantage as Dean inbounds it to Irvin, and here we are. As he brings it across the timeline, he's being guarded by Garrison. Passes back to Bradley Dean, who is double teamed once again. You've got Vermillion, who passes over in the corner to Irvin. Irvin shoots from three, misses.
Joe, did we have a jump ball in that first half?
No, I don't think so.
Then Gay City got the tip-off. Oh, but it switched to the second quarter. Never mind.
Very
I
good.
stand corrected.
Union now with the basketball off the Irvin miss. Here comes Union on the attack. Dribbles off of his foot, but he still maintains possession of the ball. Alex Raznick's got the ball. He passes over to Garrison. Garrison puts it up. Garrison puts it in. 2 points for Union. 36-32. 7:20 left here in this third quarter. Vermillion with the ball up top, passes over to Irvin. Irvin inside to Hicks. Hicks back outside to Dean. Dean along the baseline. He drives. Shots up. No good. Hicks knocks the ball out. And it's going to be Union ball. Gate City missing their first 3 shots here in the second half. 7:07 left third quarter. It's 36-32 Gate City. Union bring the ball over the timeline. Noah Garrison's got the ball, looking to set up the offense. Take it back. It's Alex Raznick. He does pass it over to Garrison, who gets it inside. That's going to be Andy Jones. Puts it up, however, he missed. But Connor Gaza is there as now Union has cut into the lead. It's 36-34. Pass over to Vermillion. Zach Irvin's got the ball on top of the key. Dean drives all the way down. Passes to Hicks. Hicks up and under. Good by Jacob Hicks. Gate City scores their first points of the second half. 38-34, 6:20 left here in the third quarter. Pull-up shot by Noah Garrison is no good. Connor Gaza goes up and is fouled. Going to be a foul on Drew Vermillion. That's going to be his.
That's just Drew's first.
Just first foul. First team foul of the second half. Connor Gaza, senior, 6'2" for Union, eyes the first shot and misses the first free throw. Into the ball game is DeAndre Mack. He's subbing for Jacob Hicks. Gaza eyes the second shot. It's up, no good, misses both. Irvin with the rebound, and here comes Irvin with the basketball. Passes over to Drew Vermillion. He's over in the corner, pulls it up for three. Up and in. Bam! Drew Vermillion for three. 41-34, Gate City with the advantage. DeAndre Mack applying a lot of pressure to Garrison, knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Union basketball right around half court.
I'm not sure what Vermillion's averaging for the season, but he's at 5 points for tonight. As we got a steal by Sally. Sally goes up, hits the layup, count it. 43-34, Gate City.
John Sally active on the defensive end. As here comes Union on the attack. Alex Rasnick up and in for three. Timeout being called by Union. They're going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Again, 5:39 left here in the third quarter, 43-37. I know we didn't talk much about the stats at halftime because we had the ladies up. Talk to us a little bit about what's going on stat-wise.
Okay, right now I've got Zach leading the way on defense with 6 rebounds. Jonathan Sally, 5 rebounds. Drew Vermillion with 3. David George with 3. Luke Reed with 3. Bradley Dean with 2. But 2 steals to go with that. DeAndre Mack with a steal. Jacob Hicks and Sally each with a steal. Team-wise for Union, I've got them at 14 rebounds, and that'd be compared to 23 for Gate City.
Thank you, Mr. Carr. As Bradley Dean inbounds the ball and brings it up court. Takes it all the way inside. Ball knocked away. Going to be possession Union. Here comes Union on the attack. Blows it up. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Drew Vermillion.
Drew's trying to catch up with the team and get his second one there.
Garrison went coast to coast. Vermillion just wasn't able to get set. Foul going to be assessed on him. Second team foul. Second foul on Vermillion. As Noah Garrison goes to the line. Shoots his first. It's up and good. 43-38, Gate City. As into the ball game will be Justin Phelan giving Nick Durant a breather. You know, for a team that's not played a lot of subs, Union's still pretty fresh right here in the second half. As he eyes the second one, Noah Garrison makes his second.
They're well conditioned. They're still getting down the court just as fast as they were in the first quarter.
And as you mentioned before, they're kind of more of a second half team. They play better, you know, once they get kind of warmed up. As an almost steal there by Rasnick knocks the ball out from Irvin. Irvin kind of shakes his head, thought he was fouled, but no call on that one. 5:09 left here in the third quarter, 43-39, Gate City. Irvin inbounds to Bradley Dean. Dean passes over to Irvin. Irvin back to Vermillion. Vermillion's got the ball up top. Passes over to John Sally, who tries to feed Dean inside. Now he's got it to Mack. Mack, a cutting Mack is fouled on the shot.
I believe that's going to go against Guys. We'll wait and get the official word.
Connor Geyser picks up his first foul, first team foul here in the second half as DeAndre Mack goes to the line, makes his first. DeAndre 1 for 5 from the free throw line, makes his first tonight. Eyes the second one, up and I jinxed him.
That's twice, Joe, you've done that.
44-39, 4:50 left here in the third quarter. Alex Rasnick, he's got the ball. He passes over to Andy Jones. Jones back to Jenkins. Jenkins over And shot is up, no good. Here comes Zach Irvin as he leads the pack. Oh, it was up and fouled and free throws